as the Ram Lalla Virajman, the new idol that has been placed in the mandir, wakes up for the very first time in the new temple. Along with that, the existing murti of the Ram Lalla that was in a makeshift temple for 75 years has also been shifted to the Garbhagriha of the new temple, and both of these murtis, Ram Lalla itself, is going to wake up in a grand temple for the very first time. Remember, there's been a lot of belief associated with this site for 500 years. Of course, it was always worshipped as Ram Janamsthan, but the idol that existed all this while came up 75 years ago in this temple, which was a makeshift temple. Now there are two idols in the new temple. I want to go across to my colleague Aman Sharma, also joining us. Aman, a nice bright early morning to you as well. It's still dark in Ayodhya. The sun is yet to rise. But of course, we're all waiting for the Ram Lalla idols to wake up in the new grand temple today.
Yeah, well, absolutely, Shivani. That way, it's a big moment today. Last evening, in fact, the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, Mr. Yogi Adityanath, specially flew down to Ayodhya for this particular ceremony. He was there inside the Ram temple when, after the Shayan Aarti, the Ram Lalla Virajman, the original idol, was shifted in the Chief Minister's presence from the makeshift structure to the new temple. And this comes after 75 long years. We all know that in 1949, Ram Lalla Virajman had first appeared on the Ram Janambhoomi premises. Since then, he had been under a tent till 2020, before the Yogi government, after the Supreme Court verdict, made a makeshift structure where the idol was shifted. So Ram Lalla Virajman, his three brothers, Bharat, Lakshman and Shatrughan, their idols, as well as the idols of Lord Hanuman. All these idols, along with their Singhasan, have been shifted from the makeshift temple last night to the new temple. So the significance of this is that they are always shifted after the Shayan Aarti, after the Lord goes to sleep. So the Lord is sleeping right now, and he will wake up during Mangal Aarti today morning in the new grand temple. And one of the pujaris who is associated with the entire process, in fact, told me early today morning that आज भगवान भी हैरान और खुश हो जाएंगे इतने बड़े मंदिर में सुबह जागते हुए. आज तक वो टेंट में ही जागे थे. From today he is waking up in a big grand temple, and when the Prime Minister comes here around lands in Ayodhya around 10:30 and comes to the temple around 11 a.m. And the invitees who are coming here, they will get to see the darshan of both the new Lord Ram idol and the Ram Lalla Virajman, both in one frame, which will quite be a momentous sight, I think, for pilgrims and devotees coming from public viewing for tomorrow. And as we all know, that Ram Lalla Virajman, Shivani, is the entity that won the case, the judicial case for the Ram Janambhoomi. So the Ram Lalla Virajman, double victories today in that court verdict, and now coming in a grand new temple. Big momentous day for Ayodhya today, Shivani.
Absolutely. Now, Ayodhya, what it means to the city is something that is unimaginable. And of course, it's been gearing up for many months for this day. But speaking about the ceremonies that are involved today, the people will be there at the Garbhagriha especially. I want to go across to my other colleagues as well. Siddharth is also joining us, and with me is Payal Mehta as well. Siddharth, you know, it's going to be the Prime Minister, the UP Chief Minister, RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat and UP Governor. These are the main people who will be, as inside the sanctum sanctorum as far as the ceremony is concerned. But there are, of course, 121 saints who are going to be overseeing this procedure. They have come from all parts of the country, from Kashi to Tamil Nadu. It really shows just how important Ram is to the entire country, goes beyond national borders really, and how big of a unifier Lord Ram is.
Well, yes, that's right, Shivani. Very good morning. Yes, we are at the entry of Rampath. In fact, Shivani, you can see this Toli has arrived from Mathura, and the dance performances have already begun in Ayodhya ahead of the Prime Minister's arrival. So this is how the Rampath is looking like right now at 6 a.m. in the morning, and in fact the people have come from various places to seek blessings of Ram Lalla. In fact, a large number of people are present on Rampath in the morning itself, and I would like to give a sense to our viewers that how Rampath is looking like today. So you can see this Jai Shri Ram written with floral decoration, and in fact there is floral decoration on both sides of the road. In fact, these special decoration, light decorations have also been done till Ram Janmabhoomi and even beyond on the Rampath. So this is the grand Rampath, and in fact the vibe there's an effort that has been given to create a vibe as if the King Ram is returning to Ayodhya, and that was in the minds of the authorities here and the trust, and that is exactly followed here on ground. Even Shivani, today there's going to be the Pran Pratishtha of Lord Rama. Yesterday we talked about, then the idol was given bath in the waters that was collected from different Teerth Sthal in India. In fact, there were special flowers from Pune and Chennai, and through those flowers also those flowers were offered to God as an offering yesterday. Now today is the final stage of the Pran Pratishtha in the presence of Prime Minister Modi and the other dignitaries. Back to you.
Absolutely. Let's talk about those other dignitaries. Of course, the Prime Minister is going to be the Yajman of the ceremony, an occasion of he's been preparing for Payal for 11 days now. He's been holding an 11-day Anushthan. He's been visiting a lot of temples. He's been living an austere life, really minimalism at its core, preparing for this ceremony. And a lot of dignitaries will be joining him as far as the larger ceremony is concerned. All preparations have been done. As many as 7,000 invitees. Payal, give us a sense of the big names that will be here today.
Well, the Prime Minister, in fact, like you mentioned, has kept a very disciplined and a very minimal approach in the run-up to the consecration ceremony, which will take place in a couple of hours from now. Of course, a lot of dignitaries have been invited. A lot of dignitaries have, in fact, reached Ayodhya as well. Superstar Rajnikant is already in Ayodhya. Sonu Nigam is already in Ayodhya. Anupam Kher is in Ayodhya. Several businessmen are also in Ayodhya. There have been a lot of invites that have been sent. So obviously, people are either choosing to come down to Ayodhya directly, or probably choosing to stay in Lucknow and come down to Ayodhya, but one thing one must also say, that there are a lot of common people, Shivani, even if they don't have permission, they're still hopeful that they'll be able to get some darshan, and they are here as well. भैया, आप झारखंड से आए हो, आप बताइए कि आपको तो परमिशन नहीं, आप कहाँ से जाओगे?
इंतजार करूंगा, कल तो दर्शन होगी।
आप बताइए, आप कितने दिन से यहाँ पे हैं और कितने दिन से आप कोशिश करें जाने की?
आज सुबह ही आए।
आपको पता था कि यहाँ पे परमिशन मिलेगी?
परमिशन तो नहीं, मैं रिक्वेस्ट करके यहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं।
जाने दिया आपको?
हाँ, जाने दिया।
ये राम क्या मायने रखते हैं लोगों के लिए इस देश में?
राम तो सब तो राम ही का है।
राम सबके?
हाँ, राम सबके।
Right, people are there, Shivani, they don't have permission because obviously it's a very, very strict security norm, and that's the reason. Let me just give you a sense of how this path is. I'm on Rampath right now. Everything is barricaded. In fact, these public also who are coming have been asked to just be on the sides. This entire road has been blocked, given the fact that there will be a lot of VIP movements, especially the Prime Minister. But it's beautiful decorations all along. There are flower decorations all around this region, even on the mid paths that you really see. A tremendous effort being made by the Ayodhya Municipal Corporation, essentially trying to make this a huge spectacle of sorts. Because remember, this is a big day for Ayodhya. It's probably like the biggest day in the lives of people of Ayodhya. Where they're waiting to see Prabhu Ram return to his abode, and after moving into a temporary shell many years ago, it seems finally it's a happy homecoming for Prabhu Ram. So we'll be bringing you all the updates from here on. But back to you, Shivani, for now.
Absolutely. Like I mentioned, what the significance and the impact of this day is going to be is yet to be fully deciphered. Of course, the verdict came in 2019, then in itself was a huge moment and a huge occasion, and that verdict meant that the Ram temple was going to come up. We've known that the Ram temple is coming up for the last 4 to 5 years. But still this day is extremely significant because the struggle of 500 years, during that struggle there were very few times that anybody could have predicted that something like this would happen. Let me reiterate, not just in Indian history, in the history globally, this is possibly the only example where the mark of invasion and of brutalization and of one-upmanship and of a subjugation of a native culture has been reclaimed, and this is what that moment